Okay, it's 9:45, Monday, March 15th. 2 weeks on the trail, gone about 56 miles, and now I'm heading up to Knott Mall shelter. It's like a 2-mile up. Here we go. Hello, stairs. I really needed that 0. I was really tired. I feel so much fresher today and stronger. So, 2-mile up, probably about a third of the way. We'll see. Well, it's sprinkling a little, like every now and then, but I just had most unusual thing happen. 6 Virginia state policemen just passed me up going up the hill. They didn't look like there was an emergency or anything, but they were very friendly. But I wonder what's going on. It started to rain, so I'm hoping that my magical raincoat cape will help the rain stop. So here's the view. I'm trying something different. I'm trying to take really big but slow steps up the hill. And I think it's working. I'm sure I'm gonna have a whole new set of sore, like hip and glute and calf, maybe. Soreness today, tonight, tomorrow. We'll see. So the state police guys just passed me going downhill. Again, here's what I'm looking at, view-wise. Anyways, they were all laughing and joking. I asked them what they were doing, and they said, "Oh, we got a call. We had to check on something." I'm like, "Okay. I'm okay, though. There's no crazy people or anything up here." He's like, no, you're fine. Have a good hike." So that was a little weird. I think the sprinkling is done, but there's a gentle breeze, and the sprinkling rain with the breeze just makes everything smell fresh. Fresh, early spring fresh. You know what I mean? I thought I was at the top. And look, there's a bench. But, psych, one little more up. So I made it to my Mount Crumpet today, and I think I'm doing pretty good. I did about 700 feet straight up, over a mile, in less than an hour. I was feeling strong. My calves are kind of, yeah, but I'm gonna head down to Knott Mall shelter now and have lunch. It's really windy up here. It's way less windy on this side of the ridge. I just realized I didn't get the weather report today. Oh, excuse me. So it's like 43 and windy on the ridge. It was sprinkling. Now it's not. And it's just kind of a gray day. But I'm having fun. So this kind of trail down here can be kind of sketchy underneath the rhododendrons with all the leaves, because you don't know exactly where the trail edge is. So you have to be careful. This looks like some nice tenting right here. I'm almost at the shelter. It's right there. And here is the privy. It's very much like the privy I had lunch in at Davis Camp. So let me give you a tour of the Knott Mall shelter. Here it is. Sleeps 8. Maybe 4 or 5. It's a very small shelter. And look, there's a new kids table. And they have a nice, sturdy, big kids table. And then down there is water down the hill, but I didn't want to go down the hill to get the water. And you've already seen the privy, I think. It's up that hill behind those rhododendrons. So there you go, Knott Mall. Look at the inside. It smells like old musty wood in here because it's old musty wood. And those contraptions are to hang your pack so that little critters don't get in your stuff. And there you go. All right. Well, I'm about done lunch and I'm going to head oh my gosh, I just burped again. I'm sorry. I have an up and then down and then a big up and then down to Lick Creek. The blowdowns haven't been so bad. In fact, there's only been one, couple big logs that I've had to like ninja warrior over, but it's not bad. Okay. Hey everybody, I ran into Farrell. I'm so excited to see him. And I was talking to him about how hard it was, and I got a little teary, but that's like par for the course. And I said that I'm just such a, well, I don't know what I said. I'm just learning and trying to be as best I can. And I told Farrell he's such a wonderful hiker, and he said,
I said, I'm a very average hiker. I mean, a very average. I don't go above average miles. I don't do anything different than, I mean, literally the average through hiker.
So how many miles do you do like a day?
I have been averaging, so I think today will be 6 weeks. And so I will have done a total of approximately, let's say, 550 miles. So less than 100 miles a week.
Okay.
And that's pretty good for the Southern AT.
Yeah, that's
pretty good.
Yeah.
And not only am I feeling stronger every day, and I know that I will soon be over 100 miles a week, but it also becomes easier, as you get further north into Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania. You can start doing easily 25% more than what you did in the Southern Appalachians. But, but what I said to you, Elizabeth, was I'm a very average hiker. I just don't quit.
Right.
I just don't stop.
Right.
I don't quit. So it is a matter of you just set a mindset that, and it can't be, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. It's just, well, I'm not going to quit. And once you have that calm resolve, you just don't quit, and that's sort of the life lesson.
Yeah, totally. And when I started a couple of weeks ago, I was doing about 4 miles a day and just exhausted. It was all I could do to set my tent up and collapse and maybe eat a little bit. And today, my plan was to get to Lick Creek and cross the creek. How was it when you crossed the creek?
Oh, it was fine. It was this deep.
Yeah.
And so for anybody following behind, there's a rope across.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole purpose of that rope being across is not to hang on the rope. You can, I just went across with my
poles.
trekking poles.
Yeah.
The whole purpose of it is to shuttle a pair of water shoes across, so you don't cut your feet or run into any problems. You're wearing shoes because they're set up on a pulley system, if you will, to shuttle. So if when you get to the north end, you just clip them back onto the white line, and then the next person who might be coming northbound can just pull them back towards them.
Perfect.
Somebody went to a big deal to make that, just to put those water shoes right there. And I didn't have any, and they were on the wrong side, and the person hadn't clipped them to the thing. They were just on the ground, so I had to, but I set it up correctly. I figured out what it was for.
Oh, there you go. Okay, well, I'm gonna stay at a tent down there by the creek.
Yeah.
It's like 6 miles a day. I'm feeling really strong.
Yeah.
I did this 2 mile up to Knott Mall, or down the other side, in about an hour, 750 feet, and I wasn't dying. So I'm getting stronger every day.
Okay.
And so I would say I probably could do easily 6, 7, 8 miles maybe. 2 weeks in, so it'll happen. I know it will. I mean, I'm feeling good.
Good. Okay. I'm going to ask you to sign my pack.
Oh, sure. I'd love to sign your pack.
Which is kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal. Oh my gosh, I might get teary again.
Okay.
I'm kind of starstruck. Okay. Bye, guys.
When I met you.
Okay, so this is story time with Farrell, guys.
So this is a story when I was on the PCT 2 years ago, and I was on the segment in the High Sierra, and the High Sierra is just fabulous, and my vocabulary was really reduced to 2 words: whoa and crazy. With what I was seeing. And so one day I was hiking through.
Was that hiker brain? That's all you could get out?
That's all I could get out. I mean, it was just overwhelming. But I came out of a little copse of wood, and in the view of the mountains around was just incredible. So I went, whoa! And there was a young woman up the trail about the same distance as you and I were when I spoke up and
I went, Farrell!
And startled you. And she heard this, whoa! And she just went like this.
That was a bear.
And she looked around, and she saw it was just me, enjoying the view. So I apologized to her, and I had her sign my pack. Because that was memorable. So about a week went by, and I got to a place called Red's Meadow, and there the hiker trash all gathered to get on the bus to go into the town of Mammoth to resupply. Many people take a zero there. But in order to get out of the woods, you all have to get on this bus. There's really no hitching or anything like that. And this young woman came up to me and she said, "You look familiar." And she said, "Where's your pack?" And I showed her my pack, and she goes, "Farrell! I'm the one that you scared on the trail," like that. And so
great. So let's show them where I signed your pack.
Yeah. You're gonna have to
right
take
there.
That out.
Right under Not Today, and above Just a Farmer, Not So Much, and the Sutton family. We're all there. And Iceman on your pack.
Yeah. Forever.
It's been so great meeting you, Farrell.
So I keep these. 2 years ago when I hiked, I had, people sign my pack. And so when I was all done, pack was all worn out, and it's on the wall in my den, and it is the best memento I could possibly have.
Oh, neat.
Of the through hikes, because I can look up and I not only see my pack that I used, but I get to remember afresh the interaction that I had with every person who signed my pack.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Farrell.
My pleasure.
So this is cool. River crossing. It's not very big, but there's a nice bridge. So I'm having a little sit down, a little break. And I was just thinking about coming down the mountain after spending some time with Farrell. We must have talked for what is with the burping? Talked for about half an hour so that we were both getting chilly. We had to move on. I think the sun is trying to come out. But I just love listening to his stories. And he was telling me about a couple years ago when he was going for a calendar year Triple Crown. That's hiking the AT, the PCT, and the CDT, the Continental Divide Trail. And when he realized that he wasn't going to do that, he pulled back and just did the AT and the PCT in 1 year. And he was telling me to go and watch his YouTube channel videos, like the one in November as he was finishing up 5,000 miles for the year. So I'm going to go back and do that next time we have cell service. And it was just amazing. He asked me to sign his pack. What an honor. I'm so glad. So, for my friends and family and relations that don't know, I think I've mentioned the Green Tunnel before in my videos. Well, often, as I'm going down into little one, the Green Tunnel refers to these stands of rhododendron that make green tunnels that you hike through. But in the summertime, it's also kind of a green tunnel because you're in the shade of the trees, which there's lots of trees, but there are no leaves yet. So it can be a reference to hiking under the canopy of the trees. I hope that makes sense. Sunshine. River crossing on a big bridge. There you go. The other side. Hi there. So I'm at the confluence of the Knott Mall branch and something else, and getting ready to climb another big up. It's about 600 feet. I think it's about a mile. I'll check, but I'm not sure. And I was gonna fuel up with the Snickers bar, and took my pack off, and I'm stretching my back, and I kind of want to pee, but I kind of don't have to pee. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Talk to you later. Yeah, I checked the Hook, Gut Hook, my navigation app. I just want to call it the Hook from now on. So I just checked the Hook, and it's 600 feet in a mile. So hopefully there'll be switchbacks or something, but after I'm finished eating, which I found cheese sticks. I'm gonna eat cheese sticks, maybe my Snickers bar, and then get hiking. So every time I pull my headband down my buff and then put it back over, I smell that clean, fresh laundry smell. That's fantastic. And I wanted to let you know, Bert, at Bear Garden Hiker Hostel, that every time I smell clean, fresh laundry that I have, I think of you. Thank you, ma'am. This rock is so weird up against this tree. So this is pretty steep. Whew, baby, I'm at the top, but there really isn't that much to see. It took me a little over an hour, so I'm slowing down, but still really good. I feel good. My feet don't like kill me or anything, but it is cold up on the ridge and I had to put my jacket on. So I'll see you at the bottom of the hill if I don't see you before then. Well, that was interesting. I have no idea what these are, but they're freaky. That was drinky. Okay, so there was a bad flood in here. Took the bridge out and over behind the rhododendron. Let me go there. This is the ford. So I'm gonna get out of my shoes and cross the water. Ooh, it's cold. Oh, it's not that deep though, but it is cold. It feels good on my feet. It's about, I don't know, mid-calf. Oh, my feet are freezing. Okay, done. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that is poison ivy. More over here. I was gonna put the tent right there, but with poison ivy there and over there I decided to put it over here where there's no poison ivy. Well, the end of a successful hiking day. I made 6 miles. I forded the creek. I set up my camp and tent and got water and did it all before it started raining. A little while ago, the rain stopped and I stepped out to get my water filter, put it in a bag and bring it in my tent because I don't know how cold it's going to get. It's already like 41 and I'm toasty warm, and I went pee and took care of my food. I had chicken and rice tonight, and chicken and rice is my favorite meal that Bill has prepared for me. It's a lot of food. So when one makes a meal, when I make a meal, if I don't eat it all, then I have to pack it out. And it's not freeze-dried anymore, it's hydrated, and so it's even heavier. So I haven't had to do that yet, but when I was eating my chicken and rice, I had to, well, I started eating early. So I was eating and then I had to put it away and wait about an hour so that I could finish it. I didn't want anything to go to waste, and I needed the calories and all the protein that's in the chicken and rice. So today, meeting Farrell was a treat. And I hope you enjoy his stories that he told to me. And I'm looking forward to meeting Andrew, not today, and Quicksand, and some other people that are coming up from Damascus. And it's gonna be a great evening. Toasty warm. It's about 8 o'clock, after 8 o'clock now because of daylight savings time. And which is nice to have the extra time when I get to camp. So it won't get light until about 7 in the morning, so that's when I start. But I'm getting so much better at packing and what to do and where to put stuff and everything. I had a request to go over the stuff that's in my pack now. I'll do that on my next 0 day. I have to walk into Bland, which is just a touch over 20 miles now from here. And I'm staying at the Big Walker Hotel, and I will go ahead and do the whole pack thing. Today, before I left Bear Garden, I got the scale out and measured my pack, and with 750 liters of water and 4 days of food, I was right at 30 pounds. So I have really streamlined what's in my pack. And there are some things also that I could send home, but they're cold weather things, and I think that I'm going to hold on to them just a little bit longer. Yeah. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you have. If you haven't, subscribe. And share my journey. And I'm so grateful that you're watching. Thank you. And Bill, I love you. Josie, I love you. Robbie and Josh and all the grand littles, I love you. Good night.